Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day, asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge, and your help, we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. As we talked about last week, we've got a really busy October. So if you want to come out and walk dogs this Saturday at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter, we'll be there as always from 11 to 1. And if you come out, you can meet all of the available dogs that are up for adoption. So we've got over 150 dogs at the shelter. So we really need everybody to rally around the shelter and find homes for these dogs. This is Stella. She is about a year and a half old. She's been at the shelter since she was a little puppy. And so we are really working to find her a home. I believe she is, her adoption is sponsored. So if you would like to adopt her, we have one of our volunteers that has absolutely fallen in love with her, and she is at his house right here on a doggy day out. So he is sponsoring her adoption, and we would just really love to find her a home. So come on out and meet Stella this weekend. And you can also come out to the following weekend, that'd be October 19th, a Saturday from 10 to 11. We are going to have the Horses and Hounds Halloween Parade. King's Home Ranch is sponsoring this event in Sylacauga. It's going to go the route of the homecoming parade. So make sure to come out and watch. If you want to have your dog in it, it's just horses and dogs, and everyone's dressing up their animals and walking through downtown. And the shelter will be represented. We have Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill volunteers who will have dogs out. So come on out and meet these dogs that are available. We would love to see everybody support the parade, support King's Home, and support the shelter by coming to watch these adoptable dogs marching through downtown. Now we're going to get to our special guest today. I have Rain Barnett here, who is hoping to get into animal rescue. She has her own animals, and she asked her pickleball coach and my husband, Jonathan, to join her. And Rain is holding our little foster puppy. So we've got 6 puppies at our house right now that we'll talk about, and this is little Martha Quinn that she's got, that she's loving on right now. So thank you, Rain, for coming on the show. Thank you, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. It's good to be here.
Now, Rain, how old are you?
12.
And where do you go to school?
I'm homeschooled.
And tell me about your animals. How many dogs do you have? How many cats?
I have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
And so why do you think you want to get into animal rescue?
Well, I like helping animals because a lot of them don't have homes and they can't help themselves. So
that is the truth. So that is a good reason to want to get into animal rescue. Now, you are holding a little puppy right now that I'll let Jonathan talk about, because we have some foster puppies that we need to get to a rescue in Florida soon. So let's talk about the foster situation out there, Jonathan.
So we had 5 puppies get on an airplane Sunday, and we came home and we're so happy to not have 5 puppies at our house. And Monday at lunch, we thought, this is amazing. We don't have to rush home to take care of puppies. And then we got a call that they had found, 11 or something that day that needed homes. And so 4 we could come to us, and then the 4 came to us, and then yesterday they said they had 2 more they had found in the same area, same litter, and so now we have 6. But little Martha Quinn, they're all MTV DJ names, by the way. So little Martha Quinn is our baby runt, and our house is full of, we have a built-in permanent cage for fostering, and I don't know how many dogs have gone through now, but it's just never ending. We could have puppies all the time.
And one thing with Rain talking about wanting to be a part of rescue, we need more fosters. So we need fosters for the Sylacauga Animal Shelter, and the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill needs fosters also. The more fosters we have, the more puppies that we can save, like Martha Quinn over here. So the whole system let's talk about what happens with fostering, Jonathan.
So we get a call and we have to clean up the cage, I can tell you that. Make sure we're ready. Newspaper goes down, water goes down, we have to find food, we have to figure out shots, we take them in, and apparently it's really important for them to go through a foster system, be at a home, because if they're in a shelter, then you don't know that they're not exposed to things. So the rescues will only take foster dogs that have been through a home and have been kind of quarantined, and they make sure they have their shots. And so that's our job, is just to keep them alive and to get them socialized and make sure they have their shots and they're ready to go. And then we just have to drop them off whenever transports come. Sometimes it's an airplane, sometimes it's a van, but sometimes we're out there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you never know. But if we don't have fosters, then these puppies don't go to rescue.
Mm-hmm. And we've got 2 rescues in Florida that we work with through the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill, so we're very lucky to have those 2 groups that will take only puppies. And they have to be very selective with what types of puppies, what size puppies they take, so that they can find homes down there as well. So, if you need help, if you have a litter of puppies, of course, first contact the shelter. Unfortunately, like I said, the shelter is full, so they may not be able to help. But you can also contact Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. You can message us on Facebook, or you can email the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill at gmail.com. And if we can help, we will. But of course, we're very limited because we don't have enough fosters. We don't necessarily have enough rescue space to send these puppies to other places. So please be patient. Please understand that the only way we're going to stop this is if we get dogs and cats in this area fixed, and there's help for that too. So, if you need help with that, you can also contact us. We've got our low-cost spay and neuter vouchers. We've got voucher sales periodically where we can get them cheaper for you. And there's just a lot of resources, so don't feel like there's no way to get help and allow the problem to continue. We don't need, even though the little Martha Quinn over here is a very cute little puppy, we don't need these puppies in this area. We've got too many. We don't need more dogs. So please let us know if you need help, and please let us know if you have puppies, because we might be able. Martha Quinn is very small over here, but she is old enough that her mother was only 24 pounds. And don't just pull puppies from mama dogs that still need to be with the mother dogs. I mean, that's another thing. Because Rain, you have a kitten that actually had to be bottle fed.
Yes, ma'am.
You did? Now, what's that kitten's name?
Milkshake.
Okay, so Milkshake had to be bottle fed, but I don't know if you know, but that's really rare for a baby kitten to survive being bottle fed. So one of our volunteers at Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill, Mitzi, took care of that kitten, and then you have taken on the care for the rest of the kitten's life and love that kitten being a part of your family, I'm sure. So number one, if you see a kitten, we do end up sometimes with kittens that need help, that something's happened to the mother. But if you see a baby kitten laying around, don't just go and grab that kitten and think it needs help. A lot of times the mama cat's moving them. The mama cat will come back and get them. But in Rain's family's case, this was a kitten that needed some help and was able to be bottle fed and taken care of. So I'm assuming your kitty doesn't need to be bottle fed anymore. Might wish that she was bottle fed. Now, was your dad telling me that the kitties, that particular cat loves to eat just about anything?
He eats everything.
So, what's the strangest thing you've ever seen the cat eat?
Butter.
Butter. Okay, that's an interesting thing.
He also eats the dog's dog food.
Okay. I've seen a cat eat that. Some of our cats eat.
We have that too.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation there when you have a cat that will eat just about anything. That's more of a dog thing to do. Now, tell us more about your dogs. What size are they? Are they big dogs or little dogs?
They're little dogs.
And then what are their names?
Sadie and Sophie.
Sadie and Sophie.
They're schnauzers.
Okay. So you've got little schnauzers. What do the cats think about the dogs?
Well, the girl cat likes the dogs, or likes Sadie, but Milkshake and Sophie do not get along at all.
They don't.
No.
Okay. Now tell us a story about last night and the kennel situation.
So the cat was laying in the kennel, and my dad didn't see him, and he put the dog in there, and they basically wrestled all night.
Oh, did they?
Like they were screaming all night.
You're trying to figure out what happened, and
Yeah,
only
we
to
were like,
discover
how
that
did he get in there? But
kitties are sneaky. They do all kinds of things that you wonder what happened.
They came to some kind of agreement during the night is what had to happen.
Well, thank you for holding Martha Quinn today, and thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you coming on and participating and thinking more about rescue and what you would like to do. And maybe we can get you out walking dogs at the shelter sometime. You can come help us.
yes, ma'am.
Because we welcome everybody at the shelter. Of course, you have to be 18 years old to come out and walk dogs by yourself. We let 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds hold the leash as long as their parents are with them, but we have people younger than 16. We have people Rain's age come out and walk dogs with their parents. So please come out and join us this weekend, 11 to 1, and meet all of these beautiful available dogs at the shelter, including Stella, who was our pet of the week this week. And thanks again for coming on the show. Thank you, Jonathan, for providing moral support for Rain here. And thank you for joining us. We'll have more Daybreak after these messages.